Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Adventures of Adam. I'm Adam, let's adventure. So, today we're going to be doing some champion training. That particular event doesn't start for another 7 minutes, which is fine because I got a little recapping to do. Actually, real quick, I just realized I'm going to copy the link to the stream and post it in a few of these Discords so we can maybe get some more people hanging out tonight. Streaming is, for me, it's a very social activity. It's more fun when, people are hanging out with us. So, real quick, I'm just going to paste this here. And then I will post it on my Discord. And then we're good to go. Okay, so quick recap. Last week, or a few days ago, I put out a video wondering who I should 6-star between Gravechill Killer and Warmaiden. And I had talked myself into Gravechill Killer, however, the community at large seems to think Warmaiden is the way to go. And while I didn't agree with it at first, the more I thought about it, the more I did. Now, the reason specifically I want to lean towards Warmaiden, that's not the right one, is because every day, like literally every day, I have this quest, use 5 silver keys in the Doom Tower. I'm stuck on the waves. I can't even get to the first boss. So having a third 6-star champion who has an AoE attack will help me do more damage and knock these waves down a little faster. While I think Gravechill Killer is a great champion and she will go on all of my teams, like she's great in Dragon, she's great in Ice Golem, even early stages of Fire Knight where I don't have enough turn meter control to prevent the Fire Knight from taking turns, those poisons will still get work in. So she's actually a great boss killer champion. But I think what I need right now is accessibility in Doom Tower Wave. So Warmaiden's the choice. So going with the community here, even though I think Gravechill is great, we're going with Warmaiden. So we're going to do the champion training event today. That's what we're working on. As soon as that event starts in a few minutes, we'll kick it off. We got tons of energy pooled up and ready to go. I was saving this quest to get a couple points. I didn't want to waste those points. So we're held off. We got energy here. And hopefully, after I level up Warmaiden a bit, we'll be able to get to and beat the first Doom Tower boss and start unlocking this advanced quest every day. Because this is the #1 thing that's holding me back from getting this extra energy refill every day. So, fingers crossed. And this will obviously knock out... Oh, from clearing dungeons. I haven't been doing this because I haven't been able to do this. But if I can get this quest done, I will start doing this so I can get the energy. I've just been using all my daily energy farming food. I've got a ton of food saved up in my vault. These are not food champions. So we got these I leveled up ahead of time, like between the two champ training events. So we got food to rank these up. Food, tons of food, tons of food, tons of food. Another thing I've been doing, which has been very expensive on my silver, but what I spend in silver, I'm saving in energy. I've been buying up all of these 2-star champions. And I'm at capacity. So I'm going to have to put some stuff in the vault so I can buy these up. Actually, when does this start? 3 minutes. And this doesn't reset. Okay, so we'll have plenty of time. So as soon as that resets, I'm going to go to the tavern and rank up all the food champions I got set aside to score some quick, free, easy points at the start. And then we'll buy up those 2 stars. When I started buying up these 2 stars a couple days ago, I had 3 million silver, and now I'm down. So it is extremely expensive. But I think it's worth it to save energy, so I don't have to level 1-star champions in campaign. I did the math for a video a while back, and if you were to level up enough 1-star champions to then rank up into 5-star chickens to make your next 6-star, if you start with 1-stars to level those up, it would take you over 2,000 energy just to level the 1-star, enough 1-stars from level 1 to 10 to rank them into 2 stars. So if I can cut out the leveling up of 1-star food champs and just start at 2 stars, it saves me a ton of energy, and I can get my next 6-star much faster. So that's why I've been buying up these 2 stars. Even though it's hella expensive, it's saving me tons of energy. And then another thing that's like low-key kind of cool, if I am, after ranking up Warmaiden, if I'm then able to, at the very least, kill the first Doom Tower boss and unlock this quest every day, that's more brews. And more brews means I can start using brews to level up 1 stars, so I don't have to spend all my silver buying 2 stars here. So I've been doing, between buying the 2 stars from the market and just, you know, doing the old-fashioned, like, spending 17 1-stars, you know, to... It takes 17 1-stars to do it this way, which has been extremely taxing on my mystery shards. You can see I only have 11. So, 1 minute and we'll get started on this champ training event. So I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, these right here. I'm not going to crack these yet. I'm going to wait until I get High Katoon and check this box, this worthless does nothing 2 times chance box. Just slightly nothing is better than literally nothing. And I'm going to use High Katoon in pretty much every piece of content when I pull her. So I want to increase the odds of getting a soul for her, even though it's probably not going to happen. But again, slightly something is better than literally nothing. I feel like this light's too bright. That looks a little better. Okay. Wait Shadow Legends commencing. We're going to start off in the tavern. Actually, I might do 1 run of campaign just so my energy goes down and it can start regenerating again. And then we'll go to the tavern. Another update while I'm stalling and trying to to stay entertaining while we wait. I need to set an alarm on my phone because I keep forgetting to buy this the moment it resets, and every time I forget to do that, it pushes it back further and further. So I effectively, because I forgot to buy this, it put me a day behind. So it's kind of annoying. It's not a huge deal. Like, what's 1 day in the grand scheme of things? It's not worth stressing over, but it's just so annoying that it doesn't reset when all the quests and stuff reset. That would be a huge quality of life improvement. Speaking of which, I'm going to refresh these real quick. Oh, here we go, freebie. And then after this is done, we should be able to jump into the champ training. So this has been the most stressful part of this challenge so far, is farming Tag Arena. So I think having another 6-star on my squad is going to be a huge relief. Yeah, we're good to go, baby. Alright, let's do 1 campaign run, and then we'll hit the tavern so we can buy up those other 2 stars. Oh. Yeah, I'm like out of space. And I was leveling up the 1-stars there because they are worth 1-star champions and 2-star champions are each only worth 1 point apiece per level. So if you do want to prepare for a champ training event and you don't want to just buy a bunch of 2 stars from the market, what you can do is, leading up to it, is spend your energy farming up the 1 stars to level 10 before the event starts. So once the event is active, the energy you spend while the event is active will be worth more points, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You can save your energy for leveling up 3 stars, ideally. Okay, so let's hit the tavern. We're going to rank up everyone we can. Real quick, score some free points. Unfortunately, the champ training event didn't pop up on the side. I wasn't alerted that it was coming until after I upgraded Warmaiden to rank 4. So we missed a little bit of points there. But as soon as I saw that we were going to have a champ training event, I immediately stopped ranking up champions and just started leveling like 1 and 2 star champs up to the max level so I can start ranking them up. So we have a bunch, nice little burst of points here at the start. Now I gotta empty out my vault. I don't have enough for, let's see, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't have enough for these ones yet, so I'll leave those in there for now. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Faction Guardian, chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. Are we full? Yeah, let's get some more of these. Okay, we're full again. Okay, back to the tavern. Early game strife. Okay. Oh, free chicken. We got a 5-star chicken. I'm not going to do the thing with the brews that, like, I have so few brews, it's just not really worth it to me. Right. Do I have... Okay, let's pull those 2 stars out that need to be ranked up. I can make some more space that way. Oh, I don't have enough space yet. Ooh, nope, go away. Upgrade rank. Like, the event just started, I'm already popping off. Okay. Vaults. So, I guess we'll pull these out for food purposes. Nope, don't have enough space yet. Okay. Oops. Right, upgrade rank. So, Raid Shadow Legends is all about being prepared, and I was definitely prepared for this. Okay. Pull the rest of the food out. No, I think we got everything. Okay. Alright, so let's buy these up. More food. Just buying the 2 stars. We're not going to buy the 1 stars. This is going to save us tons of energy. Okay. Is there anything else I could rank up? We're not ranking her up yet. She's not food. She's friend, not food. I will put her in... I can't put her in the vault because she's part of my arena defense. Okay. I think that's all the food I have right now. Okay, well, let's go farm. Actually, I want to see how many points I got just from saving those rank ups. That's not bad. Recoup a little silver. Okay. And then I have energy from the Summon Rush, just from buying those 2 stars from the market and cracking mystery shards. So I got just enough to unlock the energy from the summoning event. Boom. My Shield Guard actually farms campaign more efficiently than my Aethel, because my Aethel will still die. Shield Guard will never die. I did an AI setup for him, which was it's a slight inconvenience, but the payoff is that he will never die. So on the final wave, if I open with the A1, this is what he does on auto, and then go into the A2, I'll gain enough turn meter that if Shazar puts 2 bombs on me and crits, I won't die. Because he cuts in right there. Because of the speed he gains from his masteries, he just won't die. He'll take 20,000 damage from both bombs, and then he cuts in after Shazar goes, and he can do the A1 and attack and finish off one of the side adds. And then between the life he gains from lifesteal and this shield from Blood Shield Mastery, it's enough that he doesn't die. So this is a 100% farm now. And Aethel doesn't have that luxury. She'll just die sometimes if she gets 2 bombs on her. So Shield Guard is OP. Yeah, there was. See, he got 2 bombs. They both went off, and because of the turn meter boost on his A2, he was able to cut in, kill someone, gain life from life gain, and the blood shield, and he survives. So that's why we do the AI setup, just to make sure that it goes in the right order. It only works if he opens with his A1, though. If he does the A2 first, he gets the turn meter, then goes again, and then... Like, it took me a while to figure out that he has to open with the A1 and then go into the A2 for this to work. There was again. Both bombs went off, he survived. So yeah, he's kicking ass as my campaign farmer. I got a Discord notification. Okay. From the Fateless Discord. One thing you can do, and I was thinking about this earlier, if all I was concerned about was scoring points in the event, there's the brew trick that you do in the tavern, obviously. But I don't have a ton of brews. So what I could do instead is do that, but with energy. So like, whatever champions I'm about to use to feed into a 3-star, put those 3-star food champions and do like 2 or 3 runs. So I'm basically trading energy, like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do that because I don't care about maxing out the event. Right now, I'm just trying to maximize my energy efficiency in terms of how much food I can generate. Because I just want to make sure that I have enough energy to get Warmaiden to 6-star. Hopefully I could do it today. That would be huge. But I've been farming food nonstop in campaign. Like for the last week. I haven't stopped since I 6-starred Aethel. Alright, now speaking of this, I'm going to switch to normal, and finish these off. So I'm going to save 4 energy here. This is how much I'm trying to min-max my energy. Because otherwise I would just be wasting 4 energy. You do get more silver for farming Brutal, but I care more about stretching my energy as far as it will go right now. Okay. Also, I unlocked the 4th slot in the sparring pit, so that was cool. So we got 4 champs cooking. That's going to generate tons of food over the life of this account. I'm really excited for it. Okay, so how much energy is from this? 100. Okay, we'll grab that real quick. Yeah, so minor inconvenience that I have to do the AI setup, but I think it's worth it in the end, since I never have to worry about dying and wasting energy. Man, I love it when he pops off like that. The Cycle of Ion's Mastery is just so good on him. You can't hurt me, Shazar. Bam. Ooh, that is amazing. Free 3-star chicken. Man. That's worth like 80 energy. That's awesome. Hopefully I'll recoup some of the silver I've been spending on the 2 stars in the market. Oh, another thing. Another one. Hell yeah, dude. Like another 80 energy worth of value right there. Man, that's amazing. Another thing I forgot. Real quick, I'm gonna pull this up. So the whole premise behind the rares only plus is that I'm using rare and under from shards, and then I'm using champions who are free and permanently accessible, like Yakarl, Drexthar, Arbiter, stuff like that. One thing I wasn't sure about, and I did a poll over here on my community page, the Mythic Fusion Lady Mikage and the corresponding legendaries, so Kiro the Watcher and whatever this other guy is, should they be allowed in the challenge? The logic is yes, because they're permanently accessible, or no, because the epics you need to fuse them are not. The majority have voted in favor of using them. And I think I came up with an interesting compromise. I think if I can get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, at that point once I unlock Ultra Nightmare, if I can then acquire the epics needed to fuse them, I feel like that's a perfectly reasonable compromise. Because if I can get to Ultra Nightmare, or if any player can get to Ultra Nightmare, the amount of shards, both sacred and ancient, ramps up considerably. So if I can do it using only rares and other free champions that are permanently accessible, and I show the viewers how to do it using only rares and other free champions that are accessible, I don't see why it would be... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't feel like it would be out of the question. Once you unlock Ultra Nightmare, you will be able to fuse this eventually, because you'll get so many shards and pull so many champs. Your account just basically goes Super Saiyan at that point. So I think I'm going to wait until after I can get to Ultra Nightmare before I start working towards those. And then at that point, I think it's perfectly fair and reasonable to use those. That's what the consensus I've arrived at. I feel like it honors the challenge without cheesing it, I guess, in a way. Because once you get to Ultra Nightmare, there isn't really anything you can't do in the game because you get so many books and shards. No, you go to normal. So yeah, that's where I'm at on that. So hopefully the other 13% of the people who voted aren't too upset by that. Okay. Hopefully they'll still love me in the morning. Okay. Well, let me check my tag arena real quick. Oh, hell yeah. I see Juicy. The last 24 to 48 hours has been brutal. Like, once you get close to the reset, people start putting their real defenses out, and it has been a nightmare trying to farm these gold bars for Drexthar. So, yeah, it was like that last week, too. Like, it took me almost, like, from the time the quests reset and I got my new refills, like, all the way through me going to bed, and then waking up the next day and still trying to farm these bars out. I don't know if I can beat this guy or not. Burgess is hella tanky, but we got strong affinity here. Kyoku, or Kyo, however you pronounce that, and she hits like a tank. I'm gonna try it. I think Wait, where's my shield guard? I put my shield guard here, and then I think I just take the L on this one. Because some, like... Obviously, I would want 18 bars, but, you know, if I have to settle for 12, that's, you know, just as long as I get them in, it's better than nothing. Dude, Burgess is so tanky. Is he in regen too? Jeez. Come on, man. The woes of the early game. Okay, I think we're gonna beat him. That heal over time is like... I don't think it's booked. That's the first time... Or is it a passive that puts that out there? I forget. I just know he's really tanky. Oh my gosh, dude. Come on. I might just... I don't know if I can kill him. Hold on. Her A2 hits harder. I don't think she's... Oh, maybe she has been using it. Oh, I should use the A3. No, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to use it now, so it cools down the AoE. And his reflect damage is probably doing more damage to us than he's actually doing to us. I think I lose this. Oh, come on. Because damage dealt to shield isn't healed from lifesteal. So every time I attack into that shield, I'm not gaining heal off that. This is so... That's frustrating and embarrassing. I'm probably going to lose this one too. I didn't realize... I just assumed they were just like random champs. She didn't do the block damage. There it is. It's up for 3 turns. Wow. I thought for sure I was going to win those first 2. Now they've got increased defense. He did clear off the weekend with his passive. That's nice. And I don't gain healing from lifesteal when they've got the block damage up either. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Okay, dude. Come on, man. Like, really? Okay, so I don't think she's got gear on, because she can actually hit really hard. I've been messed up by her in Faction Wars before. Maybe it's just the A1 that hits hard. I don't remember. The heal reduction, though. Wow. Yeah, she's... Like, I don't get why people do this. Like, if... The whole purpose of setting an easy defense is so that you lose and you downrank and you get easier fights. Like, look at my defense. Level 25 uncommon. Level 17 uncommon. Like, these are just food champs, basically. I mean, she has gear on, but it's just speed gears for arena. Like, this is... And I don't know. It's just annoying. I just want my Drexthar, man. Like, all you people with the 800,000... player power, level 100 player in bronze 1, like, fix your defense. You're not, no one's impressed. I don't know, sorry. It's frustrating. I just want my Drexthar. Okay, back to back to champion training. And even with my defense set with like such easy champs to beat, I'm still constantly in the green. It's really frustrating. Like, there just aren't enough active players in Bronze 1 to, like, fight my defense and push me down. So it's kind of frustrating. So I'm constantly in the green. Makes it more difficult. I honestly believe that if I can go up into Bronze 2... I will have an easier time, because at least in Bronze 2 there are players who are active enough. Like, you have to, like, actually fight to stay in Bronze 2. And people who get into Bronze 2 know how to game the system. So you're going to see... Like, I will be in the red in Bronze 2. I'll be down in the gutter farming the easy wins, and then I'll push out of the gutter the last night before so I don't get back down into Bronze 1. That's really like the best strategy early game. But I don't know if I'll have a defense that can get me into keep me in the green and get me into bronze 2. Maybe this week will be my lucky week after I 6-star Warmaiden. Like if I can have one level 60 on each of my defense teams, I might just be enough to help me get into bronze 2. That would be nice. Sorry. Okay. Well, that rant is over. The feelings are still there, but I'm done talking about it. Yeah. Hopefully I can get into bronze 2 soon. Like it really does become a lot easier. At least it has done so on past accounts. I love it when he pops off like that, man. It's so satisfying to just watch him go. AoE into AoE. Oh, let's hope I need to do it again. The attack animation is faster than his A1 attack animation too, so it makes it faster as well. He did a 5-second run on hard or normal campaign, whatever it was. Like after I got these guys to 19, yeah, 5 seconds because he just went AoE, 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 AoE. Or I think he might have just like one-tapped each wave. I don't know. But that's a pretty quick farm. I mean, it's not all the time. He has to crit and then get the Cycle of Violence to proc on each wave. So there's RNG involved. It's not a consistent 5-second farm. But the fact that he can do it in 5 seconds is really impressive. And then once I have good enough gear on him, he'll be able to do that on Brutal. Potentially, if the RNG gods allow. Another 3-star. That's another 80 energy saved. I'm getting pretty lucky with that tonight. Alright, time for a refill. Let's do the 50 energy from here first. What else do I gotta do? Oh yeah, this is another reason I'm interested in Gravechill Killer over Warmaiden. Is I guess this will be easier once. Right now, what's her name? Aethel is my only debuffer, and she does a weaken. But Warmaiden does the poison A1 and okay, yeah, I'll probably still be able to do that with Warmaiden if I use enough keys. Oh, speaking of clan boss, I'm officially killing hard clan boss, but it takes me 4 keys. But I'm in a clan who kills hard clan boss every day. So even though I'm spending 4 keys, I'm getting 2 chests, which is big. So now hopefully I can start unlocking epic books and void shards. Even just ancient shards, honestly. Like everything is just huge at this level, at this stage in the game. Okay, now we switch to hard, or normal, I mean. If you're doing 1-stars, you do 2 on brutal and 1 on hard, and save 2 energy that way. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but like, man, it adds up over time, I tell you what. Especially if you're just going again and again and again and again. So I'll need, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. 3 stars set aside for those guys. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Oh, the whole reason I went back to the tavern was to rank those guys up. I got distracted. Okay. Ooh, okay. 50 more energy, I'll take it. Don't mind if I do. Okay, let's... What I like to do is get all my 2 stars leveled up into 3 stars, and then work on all my 3 stars. And once all my 3 stars are done, then I'll work on 4 stars. And then if I have enough food to 6-star somebody, I will. And if I don't, I start the process back over at 2 stars, 3 stars, and I just keep going through over and over again. It just... I don't know. If I do it that way, there's a sense of completion at each stage. Like, once I'm done with all my 2 stars, I'm like, whew, done with 2 stars. That's done, check. I get like that sense of like, I've accomplished something, now let's move on to something else. And it makes the process more monotonous. And then when I move on to 3 stars, same thing. Like, once I've, you know, turned all my 3 stars into 4-star chickens, I'm like, whew, that's finished. Check. Alright, let's move on. And then, you know, so on and so forth. I just do that until I have enough food to make a 6-star. This guy actually does an AoE poison, I think. It's the small version, but it's the AoE poison nonetheless. I think. I'll have to look at his kit again. I remember looking at it one time and being like, wait, what? An uncommon that does an AoE poison? I feel like I have to look at it now. So I'm not like, okay, I can't look at it from here. Oops. Oh, attacks 1 enemy. Okay, never mind. I lied. I think there is an uncommon that does do an AoE poison, though. I forget who it was. It wasn't that guy. It must be somebody else. Because I specifically remember looking at their kit thinking, like, holy cow, an AoE poisoner at uncommon. Maybe it's this guy. No, it's not that guy. It can't be that guy, is it? Can it be? Yes, it is this guy. It's this one. This guy. Old Death Knight's buddy. Hold on. We'll look at his kit in a second. I don't... Because I remember when I pulled, on my old account, I pulled a poison exploder person, Elenarl. And I was like looking for AoE poisoners, and I'm like, wait a minute. This guy. Attacks all enemies. Fully booked, has a 100% chance of placing a 2.5% poison on all enemies for 2 turns. And damage scales off defense. Huh. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure what to do with this information. I have the information, I'm not sure what to do with it. AoE Poisoner. That might be an interesting... Okay, so a while back, I made a video called... Well, the thumbnail said Doom Tower Hard is easy, but I think the video is actually called Best Free-to-Play Doom Tower Hard Team. And in that video, I was talking about how, with the setup that I was using, you want an HP burn chance, like AoE HP burn. You can also use AoE poisons, which I forgot to mention in the video. It's also perfectly viable. But I think it'd be really cool to use an uncommon champion as my AoE damage dealer in a Doom Tower Hard wave team. That would be really fun to try. At the very least, I could do it in Doom Tower Normal. He's probably tanky, like, not so squishy that he would die instantly in Doom Tower Normal. I'll have to look at his stats, his base stats at level 60. That could be something fun to try. Yeah. Yeah, see, he did poison on these two. So with, like, what's it called? Master Hexer, it would have a chance to place it for 3 turns. And I could put him in, like, a Toxic set or something, and then he's got a 75% chance of placing another poison on it, you know. That'd be pretty fun. It'd be fun to try. That's not for I'm a long way off doing that, though. But when the time comes... I think that would be, like, a lot more impressive than using someone like Akoth. Which, I mean, Akoth is cool, and he fits within the parameters. He is a permanently accessible free champion. But using a uncommon would be cooler. Style points. Alright, let's hit normal to finish these guys off. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time I've done this, which means I've saved 12 to 16 energy. Okay, let's go rank these bad boys up. Ooh, no thank you. Free to play. I know they would never do this because it would mean less money, but it would be cool if there was like an opt-out button for offers. Okay. They will literally never do it, but it would just be nice if there's like a check this box to never show me offers ever again. I like my food to match, but I'm out of matching 2 stars. Oh no, not Vulpine. Alright. And then if I can get another Incubus, is that what that guy's name is? I don't know. If I can get another one of those guys, I'll have a matching set for the next batch. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there we go. Cool. I don't think it's time to... I should have looked at what time it was. I'm gonna check my arena refresh to see if the cooldown's off. I don't think it is, but if I don't check, it's gonna bother me. Like it's nagging me in the back of my mind. Okay, let's go check real quick. Oh, it is up. Nice. Alright. Nope, nothing I can beat there. Okay. I probably can't beat that guy either. Looking at the account level, if I... No, I mean, I'm level 40. I think I just hit 43. Yeah, I mean... There's no way I beat those guys. That's... The first thing I do is scan for defenses that have only one person, and then, you know, I see what I could find, and then if I don't find anybody, then I look at the account level, and if I see someone who's close to my account level, then I will assess their team and see maybe if I can beat them or not. So it's... Okay. Making a mental note. Okay. So... 15 minutes... So, okay. 250 my time. I'm bad at mental math. Dun, 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 dun. The dogs that I have on my team, I was like looking at them. They reminded me of the dog from the end of Resident Evil, like the first one. Yeah, they look just like it. Ooh, that was close. Yep, we're good. Like, I know he won't die, just, you know, based on the amount of damage that the bombs deal compared to how much HP he has, plus the shield from Blood Shield, like, I know he won't die, but it always makes me nervous when I see it go off. Oh, now we switch. Save another 4 energy. I'm gonna check that event and see where we're at now. Make sure we don't feed our... We're running out of... Oh, wait a minute. So if I level these 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, I'll need... I won't be able to rank them up. I'm currently out. Oh, I was gonna say, let's see when the market... Actually gonna buy that. Maybe? I'll come back to that. Definitely want the shard. Definitely want her. Shortcutting. So we don't have to rank up all of 1 stars. Like, if that, like, double or triple rolls crit rate, it'd actually be really big for my account right now. It's really expensive, though. I'll try it. Yeah, why not? The worst thing that'll happen is that it rolls bad and I'll sell it. The upside, like, you know, the potential upside is a lot outweighs the potential downside. It was only 170,000 silver. Oops, not that. So worst case scenario, it rolls bad and I sell it. Like, it's not that much silver at the end of the day. Like, the investment is pretty small. But if it rolls really well, then it's a huge payoff. Like, if it was like 500,000 silver, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. That's a big investment. I did get one. I did pick up a piece of gear for 500,000 silver. It's actually a really nice chest piece. I haven't leveled it yet. But when I'm ready to, like, build, like, I'm in the way, aren't I? So we got 5-star attack percentage with crit rate and crit damage and HP percentage. That'll be really nice when I'm ready to, like, you know, build an arena nuker. Like a real right and proper arena nuker. Like, that one has a lot of upside. That could roll really well. Like, fingers crossed, quad roll crit rate. Even just a triple or double roll on crit rate, that could potentially get me into my first pair of crit damage gloves for my arena nuker. Which is currently Aethel. Obviously with that chest it would be Aethel. But eventually transitioning into Dark Elhain, because she brings her own increased attack buff. Which means I could use Haikatoon as my turn meter booster, and Speed R lead. Warmaiden for decreased defense, and then I can bring in a crowd control champion. Hopefully I'll actually have Drexthar by then, but he's not 100% chance to provoke. If I can pull a Gnarlhorn to be my arena crowd control, and then I can just use Dark Elhain as my nuker. With, like, get her in attack boots and stuff. Be pretty nice. Hello. Good day, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Alrighty. I feel like I need to check arena again, but I know it's not time. Enough time hasn't passed. But like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I thought it would be interesting, at least from my perspective. We'll see if it's actually interesting in reality. Thank you though. I appreciate that. If it's not interesting, I'm hoping at the very least it's educational. That's my #1 goal, is to teach players how to get through the game using only the tools Plarium provides you with. Are you talking about Shield Guard or just like free champions in general? Shield Guard's a great campaign farmer. Okay, we still got 5 minutes left on that. Okay, cool. Yeah, hopefully this will be helpful for you. My other account that I used to play on before I started this one was also a free-to-play account. But I got really lucky with... I pulled Demetha was my first Void Epic. So, I mean, that was like the biggest pull of my entire account. Like, pulling her made it so I was able to 2-key Ultra Nightmare at like 4 months into the game. So like, I just had this huge influx of books and shards, and while it was fun and exciting for me, I felt like my experience was not representative of the everyman experience. And because of that, I wanted to do like another series where I'm not using anything I pull from shards other than rares, uncommons, and commons. But I still want to use the login champs and the champs you can get, like Drexthar and Yakarl, because they're great champs, and I want to show players that these are good options. Go get them. They will help you. You know? Yeah, like Milan, I was just saying that. Like, I was just looking at a food champion I was leveling earlier. He has an AoE poison. Like, how cool is that? I think I, oops. Okay. Oh, cool. I appreciate that. Thank you for this subscription. Every time someone subscribes, it shows YouTube that my account is good and it's worth watching, and then hopefully it'll push it out into other people's feeds, and it really goes a long way towards helping me grow. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so we're done with 2 stars for now. Let's move on to 3 stars. Getting these from these types of events is going to be massive, because I don't know how well I'm going to be able to farm Iron Twins. Yeah, what is this guy? We didn't feed him, did we? The uncommon. This guy right here. He's got a 100% chance to place the small version of poison on all enemies for 2 turns. Like, yeah, it's the small version, but when you get into Doom Tower Hard, dealing damage equal to 2.5 of their max HP, of damage that ignores their defense when they have like 5 million defense, it's a lot of damage. Way more damage than I'll be able to deal with like physical attacks. Which is why when you're progressing through Doom Tower Hard for the first time, it's good to have an AoE HP burn or an AoE poisoner to be your damage dealer. And he just tore this one up, dude. Oh, you got Woad painted. Yeah, she's a great healer, man. And then Ugo's amazing as well. Yeah, great pickups. Nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, support champions are everything in this game. Like, a good support champion will carry you so much further than a damage dealer. Like, damage dealers will only get you so far. Like, with damage dealers, you're restricted on how effective they are based on your gear. And it takes a really long time to get enough gear to make damage dealers viable enough to be a hard carry on your account. But, oh, sorry. That's just how I talk. I apologize. I didn't mean anything by it. Yeah, yeah, damage dealers, while they're fun and good for the arena, like, in terms of, like, progressing through the game, like, supports will absolutely carry you, for sure. Like, on my other account, I pulled Stag Knight, was, like, my 3rd epic, Miscreated Monster was, like, my 2nd epic, and they were just such hard carries. And then I got Demetha. It was like, it was so ridiculous. I got so many great support champions. Yeah, damage dealers do die. Unfortunately, it's kind of their thing. They're squishy. Speaking of damage dealers, Drexthar Blood Twin is a very effective damage dealer, and his damage scales off defense, and he's got a very high base defense. He's going to be big for me in Tag Arena. So I'll have Dark Elhain for one team, Drexthar for another, and I don't know what I'm going to do for a 3rd team yet, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Tag Arena is not really ever going to be anything I put a huge amount of focus on early on. It's kind of just going to kind of be like, oh, I've got another 6-star, I'll stick him in my Tag Arena team for now. Yeah, he's really good. Oh, nice. Congrats, man. Congratulations. Yeah, Drexlar's great. He'll help you a ton in Spider and tons of Doom Tower hard bosses. Yeah. Drexlar is going to be huge on my account. One of the things... You have a sacrificial team? So you just, like... Are you talking about your defense, or just, like, a team you just throw in there for filler? Oh, I gotta go into arena now. It's time for the arena. Refresh. Refresh. Okay. I might be able to do this one. At least 2 of the battles. Right, yes. That's what I'm about to do here. Like, a 43k power Gaelic. Like, this guy's level 70, so his gear is going to be way better than mine. I don't think I'll be able to kill his Gaelic. So I'm going to take my Aethel, like my 2 strong champs are Aethel and Shield Guard. So I'm going to put them against the one. So I'm only going to win 2 of these fights. So yeah. Bam. The only reason Arcanist survived is because she was strong affinity and the Gaelic weak hit. Yeah, that's exactly what I did here. Sometimes, you know, it's for the greater good. I don't think I can beat... Yeah, even though they're just one-man defenses, they're just... It's not going to work out. Like, if you look at my, my battle log... I lost this one. That was the one I did earlier, but every now and then I do have to send in a team to take the L so I can pick up 2 wins. Yeah. But we're working towards Drexlar. We've got enough to get 1 fragment, and then when it resets, I'll get another. So every time this reset happens, it pushes me higher and higher, so it gives me a little bit more leeway on how many wins I need per match to get Drexlar every day. And eventually I'll get to a point where after I pick up the Drexlar, I'll be able to buy like an ancient shard or a book or something too, and like after I accumulate extras of these. And also it'll just get easier and easier as I get more and more 6 stars. Yeah, there's just nothing in here. Like level 46 maybe, but he's got 4 6 stars. I only have 2. I'm not gonna have enough stats to kill him. Yeah. I think Arena is likely to be one of my bigger struggles. Like, I don't think it's going to be, like, horrendous. Because I do know how to build teams, you know. Like, gear is more important than any individual champion. Like, having 4 well-built champions that synergize well together is the most important thing. And I know how to do that. And Dark Elhain is a great arena nuker. And I'll get her in a couple months. I'll get Haikatune in a couple weeks. So, and then, you know, obviously Madame Seri would be a great decreased defense champion, but I won't have access to her on this run. Normally, what I would do, as soon as my 3 stars hit level 23 like this, is I would go and farm stage 6 until they're level 30. But I don't think my Shield Guard can beat these Kaimars. And so maybe, I mean, there's a lot of Magic Affinity champions in here. I guess I could try it, but I'd have to beat these other levels first. But if you do 12-3 until they're level 23, then you can farm stage 12-6, and then that way you won't waste any energy. Like, you only overlevel them by like 400 XP if you do it that way. But I'm just gonna keep farming 12-3 because I need the energy, or I need the silver. And I don't know if Shield Guard can beat 12-6 solo. There's a lot of magic affinity dudes in there. It might be worth a try. Okay, we're gonna need more energy. Man, we're burning through this energy quick. Oh, we forgot to do this. Let's do this real quick. Okay, another quick tip. Oh, I need a... Another quick tip. And no, this isn't a huge deal, but over the course of playing this game for many years, it'll save you hundreds, potentially thousands of one-star champions. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. This is like some serious min-maxing stuff here. Okay, so normally what you do is you take your one-star champion and then you feed 3 other 1-stars into it. These are 2-stars, so it's... But if you feed 3 1-stars into it, it'll put them to level 4. That's how I got these 2. But you save the level 4, save the level 4s, and you add the 2 level 4s in, and it gets them to level 4. So you don't need to feed 3 champions in, you only feed 2. And I hit upgrade, now I've got another level 4. So tomorrow, I'll put 1 1-star and feed 3 level 1s into it so that that champion becomes level 4, and then I'll have 2 level 4s, and then the next day, sacrifice the 2, like, so every time I do that, I'm saving a 1-star, which it isn't a huge deal, but like, I'm just trying to squeeze out every last bit of value that I can from this game. So this early in the game, it might actually help a little bit. Okay, and I've been saving these quests too. We're almost out of energy. Turns out farming campaign is a really quick way to burn through your resources, just because the runs are so fast. But yeah, that's a little overkill on the min-maxing, but it's something that I like to do. Like, if it can save me a 1-star champion every 2 days, you know, over the course of however many years I play on this account, potentially hundreds, it adds up over time. If you like little tips like that, I have a video called Maximizing Your Resource Efficiency. You should check out. It's filled. It talks about the sparring pit in great detail, and other like little tips for like making sure you don't waste energy when you're farming champions and stuff. Obviously, the tips in the video are a lot more relevant than saving a 1-star every 2 days. I didn't think that tip was significant enough to make the cut on that video, but it's something that I always do, just because I like to do it. Yeah, okay, cool. Hold on, let me see if I can... Okay, if you just type maximize your resource efficiency, it's the first one that comes up. So that's what the thumbnail looks like with a guy tapping on his head. Ooh, another 3-star. Nice. It saves me about 80 energy. And if you go to the market where you go to buy mystery shards, if you pick up the 2-stars, while they are expensive, and if you're not careful, you could run yourself out of silver. But each 2-star that you buy is saving you about 8 energy. If you want to think of it in terms like that. Because if you have 3 1-star champions, it takes 3 runs of 12-3 to level them from 1 to 10. So, 3 runs divided by 3 because there's 3 champions. That's 8 energy. So, 8 energy per... Like, every time you buy a 2-star champion from the market, you're saving 8 energy. Because that's food you don't have to farm yourself now. Maybe I should just try to see if Shield Guard can do 12-6. Because if he can do it, I should just do it. Because if I can do that, then it saves me 8 energy per batch of 3 stars. Yeah, let's try it. So we'll do stage... I gotta beat stage 5 first. Hopefully we can do this. Alright, cool. Thank you. Hopefully it helps you out. He's not going to get as much turn meter from his A2 because he only gets the turn meter boost when he crits. And he's got a 15% less chance to crit against these... Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. I forgot he cleanses the bombs. I got scared for a second. So he can do it. Alright, it's just not quite as fast. Let's try just to see if he can do it. If he can do this fine and it's not scary, I think I'll just continue with my method of... Oh, there's Shazars on the first wave? Dude, that's sketchy. And he's weak hitting against the... Yeah. The fact that he wants to focus the final Shazar is good. Okay, yeah, I mean, I bet he can. Shield Guard probably can do Nightmare Campaign. Not with the gear that I have, but eventually with enough gear, I bet he could. And he actually makes a great Minotaur farmer. And one of the reasons why he's so much better at it than other champions is because of his passive. At the start of his turn, he cleanses a random debuff. Well, the Minotaur places a Hex debuff, and the Hex's A1, or sorry, the Minotaur's A1 reads, champions under Hex are dealt twice as much damage. So if you're cleansing that Hex debuff, you take half as much damage as you would with any other Minotaur farmer. So he's actually a really, really good farmer for Minotaur. So hopefully I'll have gear good enough to use him for that soon. Probably not too soon, but it does take pretty good gear. I mean... But yeah, the fact that his damage scales off defense means you can build him particularly tanky and it will increase his damage output. So that's really nice. Okay, so let's do these. I like when my food matches. Also, fun fact, if you're really trying to min-max, these Diabolists here have the fastest movement speed of any other food champion. So if you're really trying to like shave off as many seconds as possible, they move with your campaign farmer faster than any other champion will. I think. I'll have to look at it again. Okay, hold on. Let's pay attention. Yeah, they're actually faster than... They arrive in the fight before my campaign farmer does. Normally what happens is your campaign farmer arrives, and then there's lag while your food champion catches up. But these ones they're actually faster than my shield guard. So if you really, really want to min-max and shave off seconds, you know, use your Diabolists as chickens. Okay, I don't want to wait 2 minutes for that energy, so we'll just grab another. What's up here? Do I have energy up here? Oh, Soul Chase. Can I get energy from this? 30 points for 300 energy? How do I get points? What are... Okay, hold on. Oh. I can pull all my shards and still not get 30 points. I kind of want to try it, though. I know I said I wanted to wait till High Katoon before I pulled my things, just in case. But this wish list is shit anyway. Like, it's not gonna... Alright. Wish me luck. We're aiming for 30 point... What were the gems at? I wouldn't mind the gems either. But 300 energy is huge right now. It's like 3 refills for me, almost. Okay, I need 130 for the gems. If I want the energy, but if I get the gems, I'll be really happy. Is there anybody else in here? Master Butcher. He's gonna be my... he's gonna do a lot of work for me in Doom Tower. 3 points. Thank you for the luck. I appreciate that. A 3-star is only worth 3 points? That's ludicrous. Oh my gosh. What a scam. Well, it's not a scam because they tell you exactly... There's no way I'm getting 30 points unless I pull something huge. Like, the fact that a 3-star is only worth 3 points is nuts. Okay, here's an epic. That's already 5 points, right? Yeah. I needed, like... Oh, Reliquary... I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna need, like, a couple Reliquary Tenders to beat Nether Spider, I think. Scrapper. Nakey boy. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and pull the big one. See what happens. Oh, oh, oh! 3-star. How many points was that worth? Did I get it? I got something. How close am I to this? 62. Not close. Okay, I'm not going to pull anymore. There's no way I get it to 130. If I have 62 points after pulling a 3-star legend... What? The 3-star legendary is only worth 40 points. And you're going for 25,000 for the... Oh my gosh. At the end of this... So in 3 days from now, if I'm still in the running for, like, this... and I can snipe somebody, I might try to, but that's the only way I pull any more of these things. I can buy 3 more of these, but I'm not going to unless doing so will be enough to get me some guaranteed nice rewards. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me check the arena. Yeah, actually gonna. I mean, I'm never gonna be able to use Vlad on this account, so I might as well sell it. Damn, that's rough. People are fierce out here, man. Like, if everybody just did this, problem solved. Like, I understand why people aren't doing it. There's a challenge that says, where's Arena? When 10 classic arena defense battles in gold 1 or higher. So because of this, and people wanting the legendary book, they're setting hard defenses. So, I mean, I get it. But, like, if everybody just does this, then the world's just a better place. Yeah, he's a great Scarab King. Yeah, I'm going to keep all the rare souls. I'm not going to sell any of those. But, like, epics that aren't... anything that's not included in my challenge, I'm just going to sell. Okay, so stage 3. Let's keep on grinding, baby. You'd think if there was increased speed on everybody already, they would do their turn meter boost. Oh, whatever. Okay. Time for a rant. This no-geared food champion just placed asleep with her A1. As much as I've been using my Diabolist in Arena and other places, I've never seen her do it. I've done so many A1s, I'm like, please land to sleep here. And then she doesn't, like, never lands asleep. But this food champion with no gear just did it. Okay, well, at least I know she's not bugged now. At first I was thinking, like, because I've done it dozens of times and never seen it go off once. These need to die, actually, or I'll be in trouble, because I won't have enough speed on the last wave. Okay. I need the Spirit Haste to make sure I don't die to Shazar's bombs if he does 2 bombs with a crit. Okay. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, but... 2 bombs with a crit means both bombs go off at once before the passive will cleanse any of the bombs off. And without the speed I gain from Spirit Haste, I'm not fast enough to cut in and attack again after Shazar bombs me. So I could potentially die in that scenario. So as long as the food champs die, it's not a big deal. But I might stop using them after this batch, just because I don't want to die and waste energy. It throws off my calculations, and like they gain less XP, so it messes up. It messes everything up. Because normally, as soon as they hit 23, you can switch to 12.6, and then doing that, they'll basically have the perfect amount of XP to hit 30, and you're not wasting any energy or over leveling them that much. But if I die and they gain less experience from a run, then I don't know when to switch over. I would actually have to switch over sooner to compensate for the XP they didn't gain. It's just better if they don't die, or it's just better if I don't fail. Then I don't have to worry about it. I know that Scrapper's good for Scarab King, but honestly, I'll probably just use a Destroy Armorger, a Destroy Set Armorger. That's what I did on my other account. Like, the first time I beat Scarab King on hard, like, whatever, like, the highest floor you can fight Scarab King at. It's like 110, I think, on hard. I forget what rotation it is. The first time I beat it on the highest difficulty, I had 2 Armorgers on my team, and one of them was only level 40. It was cool. I was really proud of myself. Beat a Doom Tower hard high-level boss with a level 40 uncommon on your team. I leveled them up after that, but I just wanted to, like, you know, ideally you don't get attacked, and so, you know, getting through the wave was the hard part. Like, the waves up to the boss. I had to make sure that none of the enemies took a turn, because if they attacked, then that Armorger was dead. So once I cleared the wave and got to the boss, everything was fine. But, again, as I was saying in my last video, not only am I going to not try to rely on Relentless gear, because not everyone is going to have access to Relentless gear. So trying to make my guides as relatable as possible. Not only will I not be using Relentless gear, I'm going to try really hard to avoid using shield accessories, at least for my Doom Tower normal guides. When it comes to Doom Tower Hard, I'll probably use them, because by the time you get to Doom Tower Hard, you probably have a few. But not only that, I might not have them available to me. So even if I wanted to use them, I might not be able to. But about a year or longer ago, I did a survey, and I was asking what types of guides would you guys like to see the most, and the thing that won by the largest percentage was Doom Tower guides. And that's been something I've been thinking about a lot. And I didn't want to do the Doom Tower guides on the account I was playing on at the time, because even if I did like early game Doom Tower boss guides, the gear that I have access to would be better than the gear of the people who are trying to beat the boss for the first time. So that's why I never went through with doing any like Doom Tower normal like boss guides. But on this account, not only am I only using rares and login champs and other permanently accessible champions that everyone will gain access to, I'm also only using gear that I've acquired using those champions. So like anyone could, okay, now that they hit 23, we switch to 12-6. Like anyone can farm OP gear using OP champions and slap them on a couple rares and say, this is how you do it, guys. But to me, that's just so inauthentic. I wanted to do it this way. It's another reason why I wanted to do this series, is so I can make those guides and have them be realistic and relatable. Uh-oh, the turn meter... Oh. I don't know if... They're all strong affinity. This is getting sketchy. I guess he defaults to targeting Shazar, which is a good thing. And these other ones aren't really doing that much damage to him. Just the turn meter drop from Allure is kind of sketchy. So we get about 500 more XP from these runs. Here. Hey, thank you, Caldoren. I appreciate that. It's always... I love hearing that type of feedback. It's like when you're a small channel and you upload a video and it gets like 100 views, it's like, it's cool and I'm grateful, but it's at the same time, it's like, is this resonating with people? Like, what percentage of the people click on the video and then click off in like 3 seconds later, like 3 seconds in, you know? Like, are people actually watching these videos, or do they just click on it because the thumbnail looks cool? And then like, screw this guy, he sucks. You know, so it's nice to get feedback like that. I really appreciate that. I'm a very self-conscious person, and I'm inside my own head a lot. Always, like, second-guessing myself. So, I really do appreciate that feedback. So, Allure hits really hard on her A2. So that's something I gotta watch out for. I need to pay really close attention to it, because if she's gonna like stomp me, didn't look like she used it. She just looked like she used her A1. Maybe her AI, because my turn meter was higher, but like if she like dunks on me with her A2 and it looks like she could potentially like one-shot me, I might stop farming on this stage, because I really don't like to lose, because then I feel like I wasted energy. But she's really squishy, so she dies fast. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on her. That's just the... Wait. Did I see a weak... No way did I see a weak hit. What? I don't know. I must have been hallucinating, because she's strong affinity. I'm pretty sure it's her A2 that ignores defense. I don't know. I think I'm fine. I know on Nightmare Campaign, it hits really hard. But I might not have to worry about it on Brutal. I'm still, like, eyeballing her. That was just the A1. Yeah, okay, I thought she did, but but she's strong affinity, so it doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm glad I'm not crazy. Maybe it was just a visual bug. Hold on, let's look at... What does her kit read? Okay. No, it's her A3. Okay. Has an extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit, will ignore 50% of the target's defense. This is the skill I'm worried about. But it doesn't say anything about, like... Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. If it looks like it's getting dangerous, I'll go back to 12-3. Kill up the Shazar, that's kind of cool. Good food. Alright. I think that was her A2. It looks like or her... Whichever one I was scared of, the A3. I don't think she did the A1, because it was only one attack. I think we're good. I'm freaking out for nothing. I think we're good. The triple A2. You gotta love it, man. Yeah, he's just... Shield Guard is such a fun champ. Like, when he pops off, it's just really exciting. Man, you guys want to hear something messed up? I started with Aethel because I wanted to make sure I would have access to the big version of Weaken. And then on, like, day 3, I pulled an Aethel from a shard. I'm like, ugh, I should have just started with Kale. Like, I knew I would get another Poisoner eventually. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Milan. Probably just a visual bug. Or maybe Shield Guard is just so strong. He put up his shield in time and blocked it, so it was a weak hit. It's really cool that he's able to cleanse the sleeps off and stuff. That's another thing that can make this potentially difficult. Besides just being weak affinity, is for a different campaign farmer, if they weren't quick enough, you know, getting put to sleep could be and getting your turn skipped. It depends on the timing of the sleep. Like, if Kymar puts you to sleep and then you get attacked by somebody else and wakes you up, it's not a big deal. But if Kymar puts you to sleep and then you go next and your turn is skipped, then it's like, okay, well, that really sucks. Allure can put to sleep, too. With her AoE attack. Shield is Force Affinity? Yeah, okay, that must be it. So, a lot of you guys may be familiar with a YouTube creator named Arabad. He's like the free-to-play god. He suggests running 12-3 a certain number of times, and then when you're about to hit level, like 29 and a certain percentage, rather than spending 8 energy to rank up to 30, he puts them in the sparring pit and lets them level up the rest of the way in the sparring pit, because it doesn't take a full run of 12-3 at that point. What I do is at level 23, I switch to 12-6. And it'll save you 8. You end up spending the same amount of energy doing it the way that Arabad does it. but you don't have to mess around with the sparring pit. It's just a nice little quality of life, and you're gaining slightly less silver. It's really not that big of a deal. Oh, I know who you're talking about. If I pull Fellhound, I might... Actually, if I pull Fellhound, I'll probably use him in my Fire Knight team. So, you know, he's really good at Fire Knight with the reflect damage. So I'll probably build him for that anyway. Okay, so we get 8,800 XP from farming this. We go to champions. Let me bring up my calculator here. 8,800. So their max XP is 19894, and they currently have 11,000. So we go minus 11185, and we get 8,000. So we only over level them by about 91 XP when we do this method. If you stay in 12.3 the whole time, you'll over level them by like, you'll have to spend an extra 8 energy, and you'll end up over leveling them by like 6,000 energy or 6,000 XP or something. You're wasting 8 energy if you do it that way. But with this method, we save 8 energy and we don't waste any XP. And because we start in 12.3 until level 23, we're sort of min-maxing our silver acquisition, and we only switch over for the last 7 levels. And it just works out perfectly. You'll save, if you do it like this, you'll save 8 energy for every batch of 3 stars that you level. And if you do that 10 times, that's enough energy to make 3 more 3 stars out of 2 stars. So, you know, why not? It's free value. It's 3 free 3-star chickens worth of value every time you do 10 batches of 3. You think about it like that. I'm gonna switch to Incubus. This is my arena speed booster, so I don't want to rank her up. I'm gonna keep her at 3-star, and then I'm going to switch to High Katoon when I get High Katoon. So she's going to stay. Let me check the arena. I don't remember what time. Okay, we're good. I'm in 4th place in the Soul Chase. I don't think I'm going to win anything. All right, that's fine. We'll just save our souls for next time. Oh! I almost skipped right over that because they were all legendary, but then I saw the team power was only 13k. Okay. We might be able to beat this one. Yeah! Farming those Great Hall medals, baby. I was saving them for Clan vs. Clan, but my clan, like, totally smoked our competition, so I just ended up not spending them. Okay, so we start in 12.3. We can use... No, I want to use the Force Affinity guys. No, I don't. Yeah. For 12.3, it makes sense to do these. Okay. But I guess for... Nah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm overthinking it. It's just campaign farming. Yeah, so as soon as these guys hit 23, we're going to switch over to 12.6. Real quick, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's tuned in watching right now. I know there's only 11 people watching, but for me, that's big. This has been I think this is the record for my highest concurrent viewers so far, so thank you for everyone who's hanging out. I mean, it means a lot to me. It's very validating to see my channel grow. And if you would like to say you're welcome, you can do so by clicking the like button. That also helps me a ton. It will tell YouTube that my content is good, and it will put it into other people's YouTube feeds, making it more likely for other people to click on the stream and come check it out. Obviously, you don't have to, but I would appreciate it. It does help me out a lot, and it means the world to me that you're even here. That's already enough. Wow, I could actually see when the like button gets clicked. It like pulsates. Cool, thanks guys. That's awesome. I appreciate that. There's like this little heart down here. I wondered what this was for. There's a little heart right here. And then it pulsates when you guys hit the like button. I'm assuming that's why it was pulsating. I don't know. I didn't know what that thing was for. I've always seen it, not known what it was there for. Well, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Ooh, I still need to level up my Warmaiden to 40. And then rank her. I don't know if I'm going to have enough energy to 6-star her tonight, but she's definitely my next one. Oh! It's when someone clicks the heart emoji. Okay. Okay, I just saw... Okay, I see it now. The emojis aren't showing up in chat, but I see them like... Okay. Well, hey, I learn something new every day. If I get Gnarlhorn... Okay, so... Whenever you're fighting content where you're sort of under-geared for it, like having a crowd control champion who... Like, Gnarlhorn specifically, he has Provoke. It's a 100% chance to land on all enemies, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. So if I have a champion like Haikatoon who's fast enough to... who gives him 19% speed with her aura, plus the turn meter boost and the increased speed buff, I can get Gnarlhorn fast enough that in dungeons, he'll take 2 to 3 turns for every turn... He'll go fast enough to keep Provoke on all the enemies all the time. So he will be the only ally on my team getting attacked. So basically every dungeon where my gear isn't good enough to kill the enemies before they start attacking me is where I'm going to be using Gnarlhorn. Also, Doom Tower waves for the same reason. If I can put him in a regen set and I have just a halfway decent healer... or I can just go keep him moving fast so he's constantly taking turns and healing from the regen. I will be virtually untouchable through every piece of wave content. On my last account, when I was going through the Arbiter missions, I had the mission to 6-star a Spirit Affinity champion, and I was looking at all the champions in my vault, and Gnarlhorn seemed to be the best one for Spirit Affinity, so I 6-starred him, and he was the reason I was able to do Fire Knight 20. Like, he carried me, because the reason Fire Knight 20 is usually hard for a lot of people is because it's a Force Affinity dungeon. Okay, so now that these guys hit 23, we're going to switch to 12-6. Because Fire Knight 20 is Force Affinity dungeon, your starting champion is far less effective at killing the waves. It's just a harder dungeon because it's Force Affinity. A lot of people will struggle because their damage dealers aren't hitting the waves and killing them quickly enough. And then, as a result, when the enemies go, they just kill you. So your damage dealer deals less damage to them, and they deal more damage to your damage dealer. So if you have a crowd control champion, like Gnarlhorn, for example, all the enemy attacks are getting funneled into that one champion, and you can keep them healed up, and just they will carry you through. So Fire Knight 20 specifically is why I went Gnarlhorn, but he's going to be used in all my dungeon teams and Doom Tower to get me through the waves. That's where I'm going to use him, if I pull him, of course. Hopefully that made sense. If you already have another crowd control champion, you don't necessarily need Gnarlhorn. I'm just, because he's a rare, he's going to be great for my rares only account. Like if you have Vizix the Unbound, they do the exact same ability. It's an AoE provoke on a 3-turn cooldown. But Vizix also places an AoE decrease speed, and she has turn meter reduction on her A1. So Vizix is like a supercharged Gnarlhorn. So you might, depending on where you're at in the game, you might not need Gnarlhorn. I'm just using him as the example because he's someone who I will be using early if I pull him. Like, any crowd control champion is going to help me get further into dungeons, like to higher level dungeons sooner, just because my gear sucks, and it's going to suck for a long time. So having someone who can keep the enemies at bay goes a really long way. Hey, thank you, Pedro. I really appreciate that. Welcome. I actually use Gnarlhorn on my other account in my Doom Tower hard speed wave clear team. So the team is Seer for my damage dealer, Lydia for my buffs and debuffs. Then when I'm out of energy, I'll switch over to the account and show you guys. But I use Gnarlhorn on my Doom Tower hard team on my other account, and I can clear from floor 1 to 120 with that team. There's only like 1 or 2 teams where I have to switch, 1 or 2 floors each rotation where I have to switch to like a crowd control style team, because it just, due to the mechanics of the enemies in the fight, you can't just one-shot them with Seer. But I've already got a video that covers a crowd control style teams, which is what I'll be building on this account too. Actually, I almost want to do it now. I'm very forgetful, so I don't want to forget. But after this run, I'll switch real quick. And just... I haven't been playing on that account, so I'm still on like floor 1 of Doom Tower. Or 2. I think I cleared 1 wave because I was doing some science. I don't remember. But I use Gnarlhorn on my Doom Tower team. Yeah. Oh, real quick. Let me buy this stuff up. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this... sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, actually. Tricked you. Haha. Okay, just go, let me play the game! Jesus Christ! Are you done? Thank you. Okay. Oh, knock my boss. Okay, so yeah. Gnarlhorn. 2 rares, 2 free, 2 rares, a free champ, Seer, and Kymar. Now, if this team would actually work with 2 renegades, like I don't necessarily need Kymar. I just, because I have him, I'm using him. The only thing Kymar does is make this 5 turns faster. Oops, it's on auto climb. Hold on. Okay. So, Kymar A1s pushes back the turn meter. And then Gnarlhorn provokes, so that my Seer has time to get to her turn. It doesn't matter on the first wave, but on the second wave, we'll do A1. Now watch this. Okay, so she does her cooldown reset, so now Gnarlhorn has his provoke up again. Lydia's good, but Seer's cooldown is on a 4-turn cooldown, so it's not up yet. So we A1. She has a chance to grant an extra turn. She didn't. Then we just... doesn't matter. A1, A1. Hey, Jack, what's up, bro? I know that guy. And now Seer nukes. Now, on the third wave, even though I'm using Kymar, if I had a Renegade, Renegade would function here as well. It would function exactly the same as the last wave functioned. But yeah, I use Gnarlhorn on my Doom Tower hard wave clear team. That's how good he is. And then we nuke. So the only thing Kymar does is make this 20 turns instead of 25 turns. That's all he does. Like, you can build this team. Obviously, it's very gear intensive, and I spent a lot of energy farming up this Awakening here, but you know, you could potentially build this team with 3 rare champions, Lydia and Seer. So, alright. Back to campaign farming. Yeah, Gnarlhorn is great. If you don't have a crowd control champion with a 100% chance to crowd control on a 3-turn cooldown, and you're not getting Vizix soon, like you gotta play for 9 months before you get Vizix. But if you're like anywhere in here or lower, you might be able to benefit from Gnarlhorn. I'd have to see your account to say for sure. I'm not going to say everyone max out Gnarlhorn right now. It's very account dependent, but he's a great option. And I still use him at endgame. It's kind of cool, that Doom Tower team. Like, as long as you pull a Seer and you can get Lydia from Faction Wars, you can build the team with only 3 rare. Like, those 2, like, Lydia, Seer, and 3 rares. Like, how cool is that? And that'll just auto-climb all the way up if you have good enough gear. Obviously, it's extremely gear dependent. I was naive enough to think, before I pulled Seer, like, man, if I could just pull Seer, Doom Tower hard would be so easy. I could just auto farm everything. And then I pulled Seer and it was a rude awakening. I was like, oh, this is way harder. They make it look so easy in the YouTube videos, don't they? So yeah, I had to farm up some gear. And once I got the gear for it, man, and the awakening, it was just like, oh man. But if you had 2 Kymars or a Kymar and a Yumiko or 2 Yumikos, it's actually less gear intensive because you can, instead of a crowd control champion, you just run another champion who can play some more buffs, and then you need less gear because having more buffs Seer's damage. So it's not as gear intensive, but you can do it with like all 3 champions. If you obviously you have to pull Seer, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Like, if I had a second Kymar, I could use Duchess instead of Gnarlhorn. Well, not Duchess, because they're cool. Okay, I don't know. Someone else who does lots of buffs on a 3-turn cooldown. And then I wouldn't need as much gear on my Seer. Ooh, heck yeah, baby. I'm not counting on it, but I would be so stoked if I can get this legendary book. That would be massive for me. News. Should I read the news? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about Xena. Okay. Thank you, but no thank you. Alright, what do we got going? Let me check Arena real quick. Refresh. It's cutthroat out here, man. Just trying to get myself a Drexlar, guys. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. You can put crap teams up there. It's fine. Okay. Brutal stage 6. Okay. Yeah. I haven't looked at anything in Centranos yet, if I'm being honest. I could check it out on my other account. I don't really... That account is behind me. I'm on to bigger and better things now. I might look at it. I kind of want to discover it for the first time on this account and sort of problem solve as I go. To me, that just sounds like more fun. From a player experience perspective, like I want to experience it like organically, I guess. Like I haven't really watched any content about it. I don't know any of the strategies. I don't know what the bosses do. I've avoided all Cursed City content up to this point. I really want to like... I want to have the everyman experience. I want to go in and say, "Oh, what's this about?" and then get my butt kicked and then cry, and then have to like do some critical thinking on how to solve the problem. To me, that's how I enjoy tackling content. Go in blind, get destroyed, cry, and then pull myself up by my bootstraps, America, and then figure it out. Maybe that's weird. I really do enjoy the puzzle solving aspect of it, like the creative problem solving. And if I watch a bunch of guides and videos on it, then the magic and mystery is gone. If I get stuck, I might look into it, but I really do enjoy figuring it out on my own. No spoilers, yes, thank you. That's true. I do know... Okay, so someone in my clan Discord posted a screenshot, so I do know that there are restrictions. Let me see. I gotta be careful about my... People in my clan have filthy mouths. Yeah, okay, so... My clan leader was stuck here, and he posted a screenshot, and I was confused, and I was like... So I said, how does it work? Are there limits? And then I after looking at the image, I saw this, and then realized, like, oh yeah, okay, I see it now. But yeah, beyond knowing that there are limitations doesn't like really spoil anything for me. It just, 'cause I don't, that's I don't consider that a spoiler. Okay, my next batch of food will contain... Oh, not food. In my next batch of champions, I've already got one of him saved in the vault. He's only going to be Faction Wars until I pull someone better. Holy moly, guys. This Life Taker... I had the Faction Wars, was one of my only Faction Wars open today. I don't have any Dark Elves. Like, I have 2 support champions. They're not going to be able to kill the waves. So I was like, all right, well, let's do Shadowkin. Life Taker hits freaking hard. I was like, am I crazy or is she hitting really hard? She was a level 1 when I started. I was like, am I crazy or is she hitting really hard for a level 1 champion? So I went to hellhades.com and looked up her damage multiplier. She has like a 6.9 damage multiplier on this skill. That's huge for a rare. A single target. Like, I've been holding on to her for Fire Knight tech because she has, like, Fire Knight 19 is actually harder than Fire Knight 20 because Fire Knight 19 is magic affinity, which means your armor is going to weak hit when you're trying to reduce the turn meter, which makes it really challenging. So I've got a 3-hitter with turn meter here and a 2-hitter A1 and a passive with reflect damage. So if I can't keep the turn meter down, this will help a little bit. But she's going to help me get through Fire Knight 19, and I might even keep her for Fire Knight 20 just because she's like, if I'm a, you know, I don't know, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But progressing through Fire Knight up to 20, she's going to be huge, and she hits hard. I was shocked. I was like, she's like one-shotting people at level 1 with like crap gear. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm looking forward to playing with her. She's going to be awesome. Oh, no, not that. Okay, what was I doing? I got distracted. I get distracted so easy. Okay. Food. Yeah, she smacks. Okay. Now, our next... if I recall correctly, and I haven't done this in a while, I think for 4 stars, you do stage 6 from 1 to 40. And it works out, like, perfectly. So we're going to tweak this and put Warmaiden in. Level her to 40 so we could rank her up to 5-star. I think I'm going to run out of energy before I can 6-star her. But... oh yeah, she's got gear on too. So she's dropping defense. That's cool. I forgot that she's got gear on. It's lifesteal gear too. I just re-geared her into lifesteal. I wanted to make sure she was faster than my damage dealers, so I just put her in whatever gear I could put her in. But now that I'm going to make her a 6-star, I want her in lifesteal for clan boss and arena. It's not going to hurt to have her in lifesteal for arena. Yeah. Just pull Cold Heart. Yeah, that's all I got to do, right? Well, hopefully that's a big part of the reason why I wanted to push up into Brutal. Like, 6-starring Gravechill Killer would get me to Brutal Clan Boss faster, which is why she was a heavy consideration for me over Warmaiden. Like, it was close, and I was going back and forth on it constantly. The reason why I was leaning towards Gravechill is because it would get me to Brutal Clan Boss faster, which will unlock more Void Shards and Ancient Shards, and like this, it just has better drop rates for like shards and books. And the clan I'm in, I joined my old clan, the one that I've been in for years, on this account. So, like, they kill hard every day. So when I got to hard clan boss, I was like, hey, I'm on hard clan boss. Will you guys carry me for a while until I get back up to your level? And they're, you know, I've been in the clan for like 4 years, so obviously they were like cool with it. But I've been with the same group of guys. Oh, there's a few girls in there too. I've been with the same group of players for a long time. We're like family. So obviously they were happy to have me in. Also, I forgot I was gonna do this. I wanted to save it for you guys live on stream. I'm gonna buy my first Yakarl the Scourge fragments. I didn't know if I wanted to make a video out of it, but I think I'm just gonna do it. I didn't know if I wanted to put it in my weekly update video, but since you guys, I'll treat you guys. Also, I mean, 3,000 is a lot. I'm never gonna have 3,000. I'm basically just gonna buy Yakarl fragments as I can. I don't even have enough for a third one. We're on our way, baby. Yakarl is gonna be huge too, man. Like, he's so good. Oh, I can buy energy. Or do I want to save these for Yakarl fragments? See, this is where the strategy comes into play. I don't know. It's tricky. I I haven't done this in such a long time. I'm like 90% sure when you have 4-star champions, it works out like perfectly in terms of the amount of XP you need to get them to level 40 if you just farm 12-6 the whole time. Yukaro over Yannicka all the way? For me, yes, absolutely. Primarily because you will get... What's the bird lady called? From login rewards. Shoot, what is she called? I feel like she's named after some goddess or something. I can't even... You get... Cleopteryx, like Cleopatra, that's why I was thinking goddess. Okay, Cleopteryx. You get her eventually, and she's in the same ballpark in terms of hard-hitting Spirit Affinity Nuker, and I think she's going to have more utility in Hydra. Cleo, yes, thank you. I know there's a stream delay. Yeah, you guys are answering the question, and like I'm looking at the stream. I'm still like trying to figure it out. So there's a delay. I figured it out, but I appreciate you guys helping me out. Yes, that's exactly who I was talking about. I'll get her eventually, and they are comparable Spirit Affinity damage dealers. They have very similar multipliers. And I love Cleo for Fire Knight 20. She was in my Fire Knight 20 on my old account before I pulled Seer. Cleopteryx was my wave damage dealer. Because she buffs herself with crit rate and crit damage, and she's strong affinity. So if Fire Knight 20 was the only place I used her, she would gain 15% bonus chance to crit because she's strong affinity. Plus her increased crit rate buff, 30, 45. I could gear her with 55% crit rate and still, like, it would allow, if Fire Knight 20 was the only place I used her, I could do that. But I'll use her in other places too, so I'll probably gear her with 70% crit. But maybe early game, when I'm, you know, if I just want to clear Fire Knight, I could put way more damage and speed and accuracy into her kit if I only need 55% crit rate. So I would really like. I had really good luck pulling epics on my last account, my last free-to-play account, but legendaries were trash all the way through. Like, starting out, I pulled some really good ones eventually, but my first legendary was War Chief, who I eventually used in Doom Tower Hard for Magma Dragon and on Hydra. Like, so I didn't use him until late game, but early game it's like a trash pull, right? So War Chief was my first legendary. My second legendary was Brachus, who's cool looking, but not particularly useful in a lot of areas because he's all single target damage. Way back in the day, he used to be like an arena defense champion, but the game has evolved. Like, he's been power creeped out of relevancy everywhere, basically, except for Faction Wars. And maybe a few niche areas, I don't know. But so Brachus, War Chief, and my third one was Cleopteryx, which I was really upset by at first because I knew I would get her from login rewards eventually. But man, when I built her, she was smacking. She does so much. Like, I was still using Kale, my starting champion, for my arena nuker when I pulled Cleopteryx. And Cleo does so much more damage. Like, it was a huge upgrade. Like, going from Kale to Cleo was like, I'm doing twice as much damage now. Like, it was huge for me in arena. And then that's when I was like, all right, let's go all in on her. So yeah, if you pull her early, she's great. But I feel like most people, by the time you get her for login rewards, you probably already have a really good arena nuker by then. But maybe you don't. You know, like, RNG is a cruel mistress. RNG giveth and she taketh away. So, you know, if you do get her and you don't already have a really good damage dealer for arena, or any spirit affinity damage dealer for that matter, like, you know, sometimes like you just need a spirit affinity nuker for something. If you're in that position, then she's worth it. She's really good. She hits really hard. Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, Cleo. I was thinking Cleopatra is who I was thinking of. Who's not a goddess, but she was like an Egyptian ruler or whatever. But that's the the headspace I was in. That's why I couldn't think of her name. Wow. Man, this has been a great stream, guys. I was up to 14 concurrent. That's a new personal best for me. So thank you very much for hanging out and contributing to that, guys. You are making history with me right now. Alright. Oh! Flame loss is about to reset. Energy, energy, energy? Oh, okay. I've got... Sometimes you get gems. I've gotten ancient shards from this. Okay, claim loss is going to reset soon. So hopefully we can get... Ooh! I don't know what this is. Chaos dust. I'm just... Is this for re-rolling when this doesn't go your way? Oh, it maxed at 16? Oh, nice. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just having fun talking to chat. Ooh, what'd I do? Oh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. I was trying to click and drag, and I clicked on my internet browser, and I thought I ruined something. So I clicked on it, and I dragged it, and everything got highlighted. I clicked the wrong button. Oh, I should have checked Arena real quick. It might not be time to refresh. I feel like we just refreshed it. I think when I was streaming hardcore World of Warcraft, my peak concurrent was 4 viewers. And I was super excited about that. That was fun. It's always just more fun when there's people in chat to talk to. Streaming is a very social thing for me. I work night shift, so right now it's 4 o'clock in the morning. But my wife and daughter go to bed at times that normal people go to sleep at, you know, so then I'm in the house by myself alone for the rest of the night with no one to talk to. And it's hard to have a social life, you know, with my sleep schedule, so it's nice. Streaming is a nice social outlet for me, so it's always more fun when there's people hanging out. For sure. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Like I based on the recent poll I did on my community page, I feel like people respond better to the videos, which is fine. I like making the videos. It's a fun hobby. But I thought I screwed up. I didn't. I'm fine. That's why I panicked. That's why I jumped. Yeah, making the videos is a fun hobby, and it gives me something to do in my free time. But it doesn't. I don't really get that same like social outlet aspect. So I do enjoy streaming, and I'm not gonna stop doing videos because I know you guys like them. But yeah, I'm just doing this, so I'm not sitting in a room by myself clicking replay on campaign over and over. That's kind of sad. It makes me feel sad. You know, it's more fun when I have people to talk to. You're in the southern hemisphere. Okay. Wait, when you flush the toilet, which way does the water spiral? Hold on, let me go flush my toilet. I want to see which way mine goes. I'll be right back. Okay, so my water goes counterclockwise. Supposedly, and depending on which hemisphere you're in, it will affect the rotation of the water. So in the northern hemisphere, it goes counterclockwise. Well, it might look backwards. So it might look like I'm going clockwise because I'm facing the camera. It's like, I don't know. 9 p.m. Sunday night? Wow, okay. 11 a.m. Cool. Interesting. Science. Yeah, I can never remember. When I try to think about it, I can never remember which way it goes. I know that when I clean it, I try to go with the flow of the water so I'm not splashing everywhere. I'll flush it and then, like, you know. Yeah, now that I think about it, I do go counterclockwise when I... Yeah, okay. I don't... Super random, I don't know. Just... I think if I had gotten double bombed there, I might have died. Because the bombs went on, and then I got attacked by a lure, so I wasn't at full health. So this is kind of sketchy on stage 6. There is a chance that I could fail here, but it would need to exactly be crit double bomb, and then get attacked by a lure. Like the odds are still low. I think it's. But then there's instances like that where we just kill Shazar before he can even touch us. So I think it's a safe run. I just get paranoid sometimes. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. I really appreciate it. For real. Take care. I think way back in the day, like 5 or 6 years ago, I had another channel where I would make Hearthstone content, and back then I was streaming to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, and my peak concurrent across both platforms was 20 total across 2 platforms. So, but in terms of just pure YouTube, tonight's been my most successful night, so that's really exciting. Hitting milestones, baby. I'm gonna stop talking about it because I know when I'm watching streamers and I start talking about their views, I get like, what are you talking about? Like, nobody cares. So I know it's kind of hypocritical that I'm talking. I'm gonna shut up about it now because I know it's something that bothers me when I'm watching a stream. So I apologize. It's just kind of exciting. Let me check the arena. Oh, Clan Boss. Let's hit Clan Boss real quick. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure we killed hard. Yeah, I got 2 chests. Okay. Tell me something good. I don't mind the bruise. Okay. Speed, crit rate. That's a keeper, baby. Alright. This is my Clan Boss team. Actually, let's try something. I know I will miss out on the aura. I want to try Shield Guard at... Oh, no, he's got... He's got the mastery. Never mind, it won't work. Let's say don't use and first choice. I forget what it's called. Steadfast. Shield Guard has Steadfast. I gave it to him to make him farm campaign easier, because I was afraid he would die without it. I was gonna try to make him my stun target, because he can cleanse the stun at the start of his turn. Aethel does not, so when she gets stunned, she misses out, and then she dies. Like in the later parts of the fight. Yeah, my Warmaiden's not dying because I put her in lifesteal. So 85,000 damage with decreased defense and weaken. from the Warmaster and Giant Slayer hits. And then I'm getting, what is it, 2,000, no, 25,000 damage from the poison? Oh, 20,000. This might be my best key yet, man. Normally, Warmaiden's long dead by now. So not only do I not have the decreased defense, but I'm also getting the poisons from her A1. And because Warmaiden's taking the stun, because she's the lowest, that means Aethel's not taking the stun, which means Aethel's going to be doing more damage. Looks like I need more accuracy. She gets resisted a lot. So normally, like, on the high end, if I'm lucky, I'll get, like, a little over 3 million. But we'll see how we do with Warmaiden at 4-star now. Like, I'm already at 2, and they're not even close to dead. This is actually boding really well. Now imagine Warmaiden was 60 with Warmaster. Yeah, see right there, if I can make it so Shield... I might actually redo Shieldguard's Masteries and try to make him my stun target. Okay, the fact that she didn't get a Giant Slayer there is really rough. Maybe she'll get one here. Oh, okay, full heal. So if you're new to the game, there are masteries called Warmaster and Giant Slayer. And so if you see that instance of 58,000 damage, right there, 58,000 damage, those are from the masteries Warmaster. And if you have lifesteal gear, you heal from that damage. So that's why they were healing to full, because they were getting the Warmaster and Giant Slayer procs. So this is Warmaster right here. It has a 60% chance of dealing damage equal to 10% of the target's max HP. It's really good against bosses. But as long as he has this mastery, he's not likely to take the stun. So I'm going to redo. And on my next key, I'll try to put him in the lead so he takes the stun. Increases damage fully. Okay, so I still want the campaign farming masteries. Even though these are better for clan boss, I'm still using him for campaign. I want Cycle of Violence to reset the cooldown. Increased damage. I think I'm going to keep Blood Shield because it helps when I get double bombed from Shazar. Oh, I need... Okay, I need Spirit Haste. So we'll do this. This. For more accuracy. More speed from the speed set. And more speed from Spirit Haste. Okay. I'll try it out on my next key. I think I get my next key pretty soon. Where's Clan Boss? So in 2 hours. Okay, I'll be done streaming by then, but I'll report back on my weekly update video on Monday that I post. I'll let you know if it made a difference. Brutal. Okay. Oh wait. No, never mind. I forgot. Oh no. I have another. I can make another 5-star chicken. Because I've been ranking up a bunch of 3 stars. I had that one level 40 food champ in my vaults. Yeah. Oh yeah. Monday for me. Yeah. I guess it's relative, isn't it? And I work night shift. It'll probably actually... Like, I work Tuesday through Friday every week, sometimes Saturday if I have to do overtime. So, like, it'll be technically Tuesday by the time I upload the video, because I don't usually start making the video until my wife and daughter go to bed. So by the time I start making the video and the time I upload is probably, like, early Tuesday morning. Well, oh, yeah. Okay, I think I could up... Oh, I have 2 more. Ooh. 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 Oh, I got more food in here, too. He's for a fusion. I'll save him. These are the guys that do the AoE poison, by the way. I might hold on to one of them. Or 2. Use the other one for a book. These guys can come out. They're food. She's using a faction guardian. You can do these as faction guardians. I mean, well... whatever. Let's see what we can do here. let's see now. So I got 3 5-star chickens. We're more than halfway there. These guys can go back in the vaults for now. I'm taking up space. So when these guys hit 40, I won't have enough. So I'll have to double back and make more. We got a ton of 3 stars though, so we can make more 4 stars. We're getting closer. We are almost there, baby. What do we got from here? Dude, this is all from like just 1 day's worth of energy. That's not bad. And we got 5 days to do this. Oh, I'm going for that void shard, man. You better believe it. Even the epic book, the gems, like I want all this stuff. Hell, even the primal shard, that can give me a rare. That'll probably give me a rare. You know what'd be funny? Oh no! If I pull a mythic champion, I can't use it as a 5-star chicken. Because they start at 6-star. How horrible. What garbage. If I pull legendaries, I could at least use them as 5-star chickens. There's no such thing as a 6-star chicken. I guess I could feed it to someone for XP. Could you imagine how tilted people would be? That'd make a great thumbnail, wouldn't it? Oh, man. How funny. If I pulled Lady Mikage, I would probably keep her in my vault. Since she is technically part of the challenge. But, oh, that was close. I got double bombed, but I survived. Okay. Now that I know I could survive it, I'm not worried. Yeah, because, like, if I can just get her without putting in the resources... Like, because, as I said earlier in the stream, I won't mess with any of the stuff until I could already do Ultra Nightmare. Like, get the top chest consistently from Ultra Nightmare, then I'll start looking at this stuff. So if I pull her from a shard, I'll just put her in my vault until I can... I'm not going to use her to gain progression ahead of schedule, is what I'm trying to say. But if I can get her without... Because, like... I want Kira the Watcher. Like, if I can pull these champs after I get to Ultra Nightmare, and then fuse Kira the Watcher, ally protection, increased defense, perfect for clan boss, and decrease attack, perfect for clan boss. She's a clan boss goddess. So if I can fuse her and not have to feed her into Lady Mikage, like I would want to fuse 2 of these and use the second one to get Lady Mikage before, you know, because that's how good Kira the Watcher is. I want Kira more than I want Lady Mikage, to put it into perspective. Like, so, I don't know if you guys saw my Hi Mother mod video. It was kind of a short video, and it was mostly speculative, but I'm pretty confident that'll work. So if I can get... Oh, double ball... Oh! Okay, he survived. Oh, I know why. The Shazar on the first wave is lower level on 12.6 than the one on the final level on 12.3. Okay, like this one's level 78. And I'm pretty sure the one on 12.3 is also. Normally when you get double bombed, it's like really sketchy. Like, so this one's level, the one on the final wave is level 78. The one on the first wave is only level 60. That's why it didn't do as much damage. Use the mythic as a bragging right? Yeah, maybe. But the only one I'll use ever is Lady Mikage. And that's so far down the road, it's like not even... That's probably at minimum a year off, maybe more. Like, I'll probably have Lydia before I have Lady Mikage, is my thinking. Maybe not. Maybe I'll need her to do Shadowkin Faction Wars. Who knows? Oh, Oops, I didn't mean to click that. I was gonna look at Lord Shazar on 12.3. I think you can fuse Kira the Watcher. Let me twice. Let me look. Lady Mikage, it specifically says can only be fused once. It doesn't. It might. You might be right. Let's check. Because if I had to choose between one of them, I'd take Kira the Watcher, honestly. Because I think with Kira the Watcher, I could probably 1, maybe even 2 key Ultra Nightmare. And if I can do that, then I could 1 key Nightmare, 1 key Brutal, 1 key Hard, and I'm just massively inflate my resource acquisition. Okay, Lady Mikage can only be fused 1 time. It doesn't necessarily say that about any of these other champions. I think I can fuse 2 of her. Keep 1 for myself, and then fuse the other one into her. Oh, you fused her and it disappeared. Oh. Well, if it's going to make me choose between one or the other, maybe... Well, shoot. I guess if I can get to a 2-key or 1-key Ultra Nightmare without Kira the Watcher. Because there's always... For Ally Protect, there's always... Euros the Soul Cage. Ally Protect and Strengthen. I don't think that's quite as good as Ally Protect and Increased Defense. But it's something. And with High Mother Mod... I'll be able to build a 2-1 speed tune. And High Mother Mod will be my buff extender, my stun and affinity debuff cleanser, and my decreased attack champion. And she throws out healing. And she could potentially be a speed aura. Like 5 jobs at once. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, level 84? Why is the one 12.3 is harder than 12.6? That doesn't make any sense. So that's why I haven't been dying. He doesn't have as much... Like, the higher level he is, the more attack he has, which means the more damage the bombs deal. So, aside from affinity... This is... Maybe because I know everyone's starter champion is magic affinity, and this is primarily spirit affinity. Maybe that's why they made these ones higher level, to make it more challenging. I don't know. This one's mostly magic affinity, and they're lower level than... Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Oh well, who cares? Not me. I'm over it. So you fused Kira and she disappeared. That's interesting. Okay, well that's good to know. That's good information. I appreciate that. I suppose I would have found out eventually. But, yeah, if you... I don't know how long you guys have been watching or how many of my videos you've seen. I have a showcase where I use Elva Autumnborn and Tyrant Ixlamore to make a 2-1 speed tune. And it 1 keys Ultra Nightmare. So Kira the Watcher is very similar to Tyrant. She does the exact same... She fills the same roles that Tyrant fills. So that's why I'm excited about Kira eventually. Am I just out of energy now? I think I'm out of energy now. Well, that's a bummer. We had 2.5 hours straight of just good times, didn't we? Well, I think that's going to do it. I didn't have enough energy to 6-star Warmaiden, but I'm going to continue working on it for the next probably day or 2 is what it'll take. And then hopefully I'll get it done before I make my weekly update so I can show you guys my progress. But that's going to do it. Everyone who hung out tonight, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this later on YouTube and you enjoyed it, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. So, that's going to do it for me. What I need to do is come up with a sign-off, have it memorized so I don't have these awkward moments where I'm trying to think of what to say at the end of my stream. Hopefully, I'll see you in another video soon. Until next time, happy raiding.